Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today, as you can see on the screen, we are going to discuss about the topic debentures. So most of you while doing revision might have find this topic very easy. Some of you must be confused with these topics. So it is for those students who are finding it confused compared to shares. So this today's video only discuss about the case called debentures issued for cash. So what are the methods or what are the prices at which debentures can be issued? These are the topics that we are going to discuss today. If you have any doubt in the basic entries means when debentures are issued at par, premium or discount. Discount is also coming. You heard it right. Discount is also coming in this chapter, where in the case of shares were not issued at a discount. We have not discussed entries of issuing shares at a discount unless it is reissue of shares at a discount. So when the shares are issued for first time, there is no issue called issued at discount, right? Issue is there, but we have not discussed about it, or this is not a part of your syllabus. Okay, so debentures, when it comes, debentures can be issued at a discount also. Okay, so first of all, we'll discuss what is debenture, basic things, basic concept of debenture. Then we will discuss about what are the different entries related to the issue of debentures when it is issued at par, premium and discount. That is the content of this today's video. So without further delay, let us begin. So first of all, the word debenture, what does it mean? Debenture is actually an instrument acknowledging a debt. So only this statement or this set of words you have to remember when it comes to debentures. Debenture is an instrument acknowledging a debt. Means if you are having a debenture with you, it means that the other side, whoever gave you this debenture, is owing you some money. That means you have helped the other organization by giving you some amount of money, by giving them some amount of money. That is actually called instrument acknowledging a debt. So for the company that took money from you by giving debenture, for such company it is actually a borrowing. So we can call it as a debt. Okay, that is the meaning of this. So it is a proof. So what is the difference between debenture and a share? Share, why we are studying it as two separate topics. Debenture, the person who has brought or who subscribed to the debentures, they are not shareholders, they are called debenture holders, and they occupy the position of a lender. When it comes to the company, it is a lender's position that they occupy. But when it comes to shares, they are literally the owners of the company. They can take part in the management of the business, especially equity shareholders. They are the owners of the company. They are in complete control of the company. Okay, so they can control the entire company. Okay, as and when they wish, and they have voting rights. So many such privileges are there for that such kind of people. So company is also, whatever happens to the company is completely, what to say, impacting the shareholders more than the debenture holders. Debenture holder, obviously their position is, even though it is like a lender, they are comparatively safe compared to shareholders. Shareholders are the ones who takes the most or highest amount of risk. That is why I said company is also controlling them, they are also controlling the company. Okay, company's impact, anything that happens to the company, huge impact will be there on the shareholder. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Then I'm not going to the theory part much in this topic. Now we are going to discuss about what are the types of issue of debentures at cash, or when the debentures are issued for cash, what are the cases involved. First is debentures issued at par. Debentures issued at par. Second is obviously issued at premium, and the third is issued at discount. So three cases are there in this chapter when it comes to debentures. First case is issued at par. Again, to say what is debentures issued for cash, it means that the company is issuing debentures. Now I don't think you need an explanation for the word issue. Company is just giving debentures to the people, public, and public is buying the debentures. Public is by paying money for that. That is called debentures issued for cash. when it comes to this situation, same like shares, company can collect the money all together, which is basically called a lump sum. So in lump sum, company can collect the money. Sometimes in installments, company can collect the money. Out of this, we will discuss installment method also slightly here, but mostly we will be discussing in a lump sum method in this chapter, okay, or in this topic. Why? Because when it comes to debentures, lump sum method is more important, okay. It's not like installment can't be asked, but lump sum is more important. So installment also we'll discuss side by side, just a small explanation related to installment. So installment can be also there, lump sum is also there. So as we know, or as I said already, lump sum is what is important for us. So basically, so here also in this chapter we need to know, if you have followed our shares chapter explanations, you must have come across two terms. One is face value, one is issue price. Same is applicable to debentures also. All the debentures will have a face value, which is basically the MRP. If you are taking debenture as a product, MRP is basically called face value. Issue price means what the customer has to pay. Here we are, I'm just using the word customer to show debenture holders. Debenture holders, just let's take them as our customers. So whatever they have to pay to get this debenture, that amount is called issue price. Similarly, that is same meaning is there for shares also. Okay. So who are debenture holders again? Debenture holders are people who are holding the debentures. If I bought the debenture, I am a debenture holder for the company. So for every debenture, there is a face value and issue price. Suppose face value of a debenture is 10 and issue price is 10. Then what is it called? Face value and issue price are same, means the debenture is issued at par. Next, face value is 10, issue price is 12. Then it is issued at a premium. Next case, I will just change the color so that easily you can identify, recognize. Face value is 10, issued at rupees 9. This situation was not there for shares. We have not discussed this kind of situation in shares chapter. So that last situation is called discount. Issue price is less than the face value. Three situations are there. In these three situations, what are the entries that we need to pass? So if you know, for as a shortcut, I would like to say, if you know the shares entries in lump sum method, in this chapter also lump sum method will be easy. Not only lump sum, installment also, okay. So if you know the basic entries in shares, which we already did a dedicated video on the same topic, please do check that out if you don't know the basic entries related to shares issued for cash, installment and all. So please do check that out so that this topic will be again easier for you, okay. So anyways, issued at pars, what are the basic entries? Issued at pars, basic entries. In lump sum method, as I said, first we will discuss lump sum method, then we will discuss this one. Lump sum method means what? The entire 10 rupee that they have to collect. Here as you can see, we will take this 10 as example. So these cases as example. So for these cases only we will be passing the entries. So just imagine that only one debenture is there. One debenture face value is 10. Issue price is also 10. That is basically called what? Issued at par. Okay, issued at par. So here in lump sum method, what are the entries that we need to pass? If it is shares, what are the entries that we need to pass? Bank account debit to share application and allotment account. That is the first entry that will be passing, right? Same entry, the word share will be replaced with the word debenture. So first entry is bank account debit or debtor to debenture application and allotment account. Debenture application and allotment account. Why we are writing application allotment together? Because there is only one installment. So in that installment we are covering up all the amounts. So I am the one who bought that debenture. So I have to pay how much? Only one debenture was there. So I will be paying 10 rupee here. Okay. Narration, same like shares only. Application money or amount received on now how many number of debentures? One debenture at the rate of rupees 10 each. Okay. Now this is the receiving entry. Second entry will be in shares chapter. Compare and learn so that this topic will be easy. In shares chapter, what is the second entry? Share application allotment account debit to share capital. Here in this chapter there is no capital. Okay, the money that is collected in the from debentures, we are transferring it to another account that is called debentures account. So we will be writing like this: debenture application and allotment account debit to debentures account. Now you must be wondering, what is this dash and percentage that I wrote? When I said the entry also I didn't mention it. In your question, or all the debentures carry a specific rate of interest. The rate of interest will be mentioned in the question as the name of the debentures. So this is actually a part of the name of debentures. So for example, 9% debentures. When the question comes, you may see 9% or any other percentage. So this percentage denotes the interest on debentures. Obviously, when we invest money in debentures, we need to get something back, right? If I am the debenture holder, I need to get something back, some extra returns I expect from the debentures. So debentures, we know it is a borrowing for the company. So whatever money we are borrowing, for that what we have to pay? Interest only. So that interest will be mentioned in the question as the name of the debentures. That interest also should be mentioned in the debentures account as the first part of debentures account. You have to mention that interest rate also. So here 9% debentures will come. Okay, and here also you can write 10%. This 9% debentures account is ditto copy of our share capital. So share capital only face value part of the amount will be going. Here also face value part of the amount only will be going. As you can see here, face value is 10, issue price is also 10 in the first situation. So issue price, that 10 rupee includes the entire face value only. So remember that in debentures account we will be showing the face value part of the amount that we collected only. Here we have collected 10 rupees, the entire 10 rupees face value as well as issue price. So issue price, we can say like this: issue price and face value same. So amount is also same. That is why we are writing 10 here. If suppose some other amount is collected, means face value part of that amount only will be shown here in the debentures account. So entry narration will be, what is the narration? Application money or money transfer to dash percentage debentures. Here I wrote 9% just for example. Okay, so you have to mention the percentage that is mentioned in your question. Okay, this is the first entry. Now when it comes to installment, for installment method, we will be what are the entries that we need to pass. We will just discuss it in brief, though this video is not intended for installment method. Just for par case alone we will discuss. So here also installment names are same like the previous chapter: application, allotment, suppose it is 3, first and final call. You know, one more installment is the second call. I'm not writing second call here. So first and final call 3. Obviously we know 4 plus 3 plus 3, the total is coming as 10. Okay, so what are these application, allotment and first and final call? These are all installment names. So here application time, the customer has to pay, or debenture holder has to pay 4 rupees. Allotment, they have to pay 3 rupees, and first call they have to pay 3 rupees. So totally they will be paying 10 rupees. Whatever they pay in total is called issue price rate. So here also I have taken it as issued at par only. Face value already I said it is 10, issue price is also 10. So this case, if it is installment, how will we pass the entries? So what are the entries? In shares, bank account debit to share application, that is the first entry rate. So similarly here also bank account debit to debenture application will come. Debenture application account. How much I will pay? Think that only one debenture is there, so I will be paying 4 rupees. After that, next entry, share application account debit to share capital. You just have to replace the word share with debenture and share capital with dash percentage debentures. This is your job. All the entries are same like shares. So if you don't want to, if you have any doubt in installment method, just replace the word shares wherever it comes with the word debenture, and instead of share capital, wherever share capital entries are coming, you have to write what? Dash percentage debentures account. That's it. So second entry is share application account debit to share capital in shares chapter. Here we'll be writing debenture. I'm just writing it in short. Debenture application account debit to dash percentage debentures. Don't write debenture capital and all. There is nothing called debenture capital. Here how much I will transfer? 4 rupee will write here dash percentage debenture face value part. As you can see, 4 plus 3 plus 3 is what we are collecting from the people. So here I am the debenture holder. Just imagine that I am the debenture holder. So from me, company is collecting 10 rupees only. So 10 rupees obviously equal to which value? Face value only. So that means whatever company collects from me is face value part only. That is why I wrote in debentures account face value 4. Always remember this part. Face value only should go to debentures account. Similarly, bank account, when you are writing, always actual amount that you have received only should be shown in bank account. Remember these two always. Second installment entry is share allotment account debit to share capital. Here we'll be writing debenture allotment account debit to dash percentage debentures. How much? This entry is for allotment due, right? Shares also first entry is for allotments first entry. That means share allotment account debit to share capital. That entry is for basically what? Allotment due. Okay, so allotment related, that is the entry where allotment is written for the first time. So here also allotment is written for the first time. Here allotment due is how much? 3 rupees. They will be calling for 3 rupees, then they will be receiving this 3 rupees. What will be the entry? Bank account debit. In shares chapter it will be to share allotment. Here it will be to debenture allotment account. To debenture allotment account. Amount will be again same. Here it's not a case of call scenario and all. Narration and all. From first entry, if you write the narration, application money received for the first entry is narration. Application money received for this many debentures. Here only one debenture is there in our example. Second is application money transferred to debentures account as percentage debentures account. Then next is debenture allotment due on how many debentures of rupees, how much each. Here also application money when you are transferring also you can write at the rate of rupees how much you are transferring. Here also bank first entry also you can write how much rupees you have collected in application. Okay, so that is there. Then last entry is bank account debit to debenture allotment account. Okay, bank account debit to debenture allotment account. There you can write how much money you have collected. This money allotment money received on this many debentures at the rate of how much. Okay, next last installment only. In if it was shares chapter, will be writing share first and final call account debit to share capital. Here what will be writing? Debenture first and final call account debit to dash percentage debentures account. How much will be asking? This is actually calling entry, that means due entry. So how much is due? 3 rupee each. The 3 rupee we have to show here debenture first and final call. From where I got this 3? In the example which we discussed, it is there 3 rupees. Now we are writing that. Then last entry is obviously in shares chapter, if it is bank account debit to share first and final call. Here it will be bank account debit to debenture first and final call. I don't think it will be very difficult for those who know shares, those who are watching already, who are aware of the shares chapter. These entries won't be difficult. That is why I said if you know the shares entries, it's very easy. This chapter is half done if you know the entries for shares. So these are the installment entries. I am not going into the narration again. You know already narration, the same narration, similar kind of narration that you passed or we discussed for application and allotment, you can pass for this one. These are the entries for installment entries for debentures issued at par. Second case is debentures issued at premium. So in our example, face value was 10, issue price is 12. Again, here onwards we will be discussing only lump sum method. So in shares chapter, what will be the entry for lump sum method? Obviously first entry is same like before only, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment. Same entry will pass here also. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. How much company will be receiving from me if I am the one who brought that debenture? Obviously 12 rupees they will receive, because issue price is what I have to pay. So issue price only debenture holder will be paying. So 12 rupees they will be collecting. Entry narration will be, what will be the narration? Money received on this many debentures, one debenture only, at the rate of rupees 12 per debenture. Next entry, obviously it is same like this previous case, except that we will add one more account in the entry. So normal structure is same only, debenture application and allotment account debit to dash percentage debentures. Up to this it is same like issued at par case. One more account will come, that is securities premium. Yes, you are thinking right only. It is from the previous chapter. Same securities premium. Whenever premium is, debentures are issued at premium also, that premium will be transferred to securities premium account. Now here debentures application allotment, I will be writing 12 rupee. Remember that I am only considering one debenture case. If there are 100 debentures, you have to multiply it into 100. So depending on the number of debentures, you have to change the calculation. Here I have assumed that only one debenture is there and I am the one who buys the debenture. Now dash percentage debentures account, this is where I told face value part. You know, face value is 10 and issue price is 12 in this example which we discussed. Right, face value part of that debenture only should go to debentures account, and 2 rupee premium will be going to securities premium account. So remember this part. That is why debentures account, whenever you are preparing, remember face value part only should be transferred to that account. Okay. Now narration, I am not going into narration, you know what is the narration. Then next case is issued at a discount. Issued at a discount. What are the entries that we need to pass? Issued at a discount is a new case, but entries are similar to, that is what I said, same like basic structure of the entries will be same in all the three cases. So first entry will be always bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account, no change in that. Example, I will say face value is 10, issue price 9. Here 1 rupee loss is there for the company, right? That loss is basically called discount. Okay. So the company will be receiving only 9 rupee per debenture. Narration they will write, obviously money received on this many debentures at the rate of rupees 9. Issue price only I have to pay. So here only one debenture is there, that is what I am buying. So I will be paying only 9 rupees to the company. Next is, next entry, basic format is same again, debenture application and allotment account debit discount or loss on issue of debentures account debit to dash percentage debentures account. This is the new account in this chapter. Okay, discount or loss on issue of debentures account. So whenever debentures are issued at a discount, the discount will be debited to discount on issue of debentures account or loss on issue of debentures account. So we'll be writing like this, debenture application will be writing 9, whatever loss is there that will be writing here 1, and face value, you know, face value of the debenture is how much? 10. So entire 10 will be written in debentures account. This is how we will be writing the amounts when it comes to discount. This discount is actually a loss which should be written off using our securities premium. Later we will be discussing that topic also. The money that we are collecting as securities premium, in previous chapter and all we have done a lot of questions, or you must have done a lot of questions based on premium amount. Whatever we have collecting as premium, where can they use that amount? Obviously one of the purpose of the securities premium reserve is to utilize it for writing off the loss on issue of debentures or discount on issue of debentures or any such securities. So this discount writing off part is also coming later. So remember that this loss can be cancelled using, writing off means obviously cancelled using the securities premium amount, and also we can use statement of profit or loss, that is basically profit and loss account, for cancelling this amount. That is one of the important topics in this chapter. So that is how discount is handled. Okay. Now I would like to say, if suppose for discount and all, if you are passing installment method, or if you are using installment method to pass the entries, where should we show this discount? That is some of the students doubts. So where you have to show it is, we have to show it in the first entry related to allotment. We have discussed in that manner only. Allotment has two entries, we have discussed in that manner only for shares. So here also we are not changing it. So allotment's first entry is what? Share allotment account debit to share capital in shares chapter. Here it will be debenture allotment. Installment means entry will be what? Debenture allotment account debit to dash percentage debentures. Here will be showing the discount on issue of debentures account debit. So allotments first entry we will be showing the discount if you are using installment method for this. Similarly, if the debentures are issued at a premium, same like shares chapter, premium is also by default collected along with allotment. So allotments first entry will be showing the securities premium account in that chapter also. So basically we will be showing discount and premium both on in the first entry of share allotment collection when it comes to installment method. Okay, these are the cases of issue of debentures. So to recall, we have discussed what is a debenture and what are the cases of issue of debentures. First, it can be issued for cash, or it can be issued for something other than cash also. That situation is called debentures issued for consideration other than cash, which is similar to the topic that you already did in shares chapter. So we'll come to that topic. We'll be doing videos on that with sums. Here also we'll be doing sums on based on these topics in the upcoming videos. This is just an explanatory video to make it clear, okay, the concept of this debenture issued at par, premium and discount. Okay, so par can be there. Par means basic entries only. Wherever if you know the shares par case in lump sum method, we can pass the entries for debentures also. Same, that word shares will be replaced by debentures and the share capital will be replaced by dash percentage debentures. Similarly, premium also same entry only, except that in the second entry securities premium will come. Again, discount means one new account will come, discount or loss on issue of debentures account debit to this one. You don't have to write discount or loss on issue account, issue of debentures account always. Either one of these you can use. You can use discount or you can use loss. And if suppose discount comes in installment method, the discount account should be mentioned in the first entry of allotment. That means debenture allotment account debit to dash percentage debentures. That entry you have to mention this discount on issue of debentures account also. That should be debited. And securities premium, if installment method is coming, securities premium is also there, and they have not mentioned along with which installment the premium is collected. By default it is collected along with allotment only. So allotment's first entry you have to mention the securities premium account also. This is how you have to pass the entries for this debenture cases. This is the basic entries based on which the further topics are done in this chapter. So if you know this basic entries, almost half or more than half of, we can say like that, more than half of the chapter is done. Okay, more than half of the chapter is done. So nothing to worry about this chapter. It's very one of the easiest chapter. You please follow us for further clarifications on the topic, and all the best for your board exam preparations. Thank you.